Oh, he had a great look. Oh, the cape and the boots.
No capes.
Isn't that my decision?
No capes.
Sit down, Edna. It's time for a review. Board with bricks. Hello and welcome. In this video, I'll be looking at some capes, standards, and banners from capes4minifigs and Cape Madness. Before we start, this video is not sponsored, and all the items shown were purchased using my hard-earned money. The first lot is from capes4minifigs. I purchased a few different types of capes in a variety of colors. I won't go over every type in color, though I will compare them to Lego capes so you get a sense of what you are purchasing. We'll look at the baby blue standard polycotton cape. From my testing, all the standard capes I purchased are similar in density, except this one feels thicker to its counterparts. Let's take out the cloak from the medieval town square. It certainly looks and feels thicker than this cape. Let's compare it to the Vampire Knights cape from Minifigure Series 25. The Vampire Knights cape is fairly rigid, pretty similar to the capes4minifigs version, but still thinner. Let's compare it to the Orc cape from Minifigure Series 24. The Orc's cloak is certainly soft and flowing, while the polycotton cape is pretty rigid. Let's take a look at the white capes. I purchased 100 of these. Most will be equipped to my Golden Knights army, which in Warhammer terms is the Dogs of War. Out of the bag, this one feels less rigid than the light blue cape. Let's grab one to conduct a flimsy test. The light blue cape is a lot more rigid. Next, we have a series of dark blue capes to be equipped on my Black Falcon regiments. These have a similar rigidity as the white capes. We have some ripped capes for my undead regiments. These red ones will be equipped to my skeleton knights. The brown capes, one out of the packaging is a little folded here, they will be equipped on my skeleton archer unit. Simply folding this over, that crease won't show as much. A handful of Dementor second style capes in black. These are made from suedette material that is really flexible. These will be used by my Cairn Wraith unit. Next we have 20 tattered Batman capes in dark grey. These are made from polycotton, and I honestly don't remember what these will be used for. I'll need to figure a use for these. Next we have 30 gold standard polycotton capes. They have a good rigidity to them. These will be equipped on my Golden Knights on foot and mounted. The Ring Wraith capes will be used by my Skeleton Thieves, which should conceal their daggers. Now let's take a look at these equipped onto some minifigures. Moving on to Cape Madness purchases, I have a few of these wavy pendant flags. Crown Knights, Black Falcon's red flag, Black Falcons in their iconic silver and black shield colors, Black Falcons in a dark blue and black. I purchased 3 variations of the Black Falcon's flag, a couple of the larger silver and black flags, a larger black and red flag, and finally a black and white with blue trim. All the flags are printed on the one side, meaning they'll look better viewed on the right side. They are all printed on the same material, which feels similar to the Lion Knight's flag. The size is pretty comparable too. Other faction flags purchased include Forestmen, Dragon Knights, it's a nice quality print for the dragon face here, and finally the Crown Knights. I'm not sure why some of these larger flags have 4 holes, while others like the Crown Knights flag only have 2. Next up are banners. I only bought 3 of these to try them out, and they will be used for my foot soldier regiments. First is the Black Falcons in the black and white with blue border, the Dragon Knights, and the classic Lion Knight. These are also printed on one side, which is fine, as they'll be front-facing when equipped. I purchased 3 fur-rimmed cloaks, 1 blue with gray fur, 1 brown with golden fur, and 1 red with black fur. These are really well made and reasonably priced. I purchased the accompanying fur-rimmed hood for the red cloak. My issue with this piece is I could not get my minifigure's head into the hood and on the torso. I did follow the instructions, which did not remedy the problem, so that's disappointing. I purchased a few designer cloaks for my champions and heroes, effectively cloaks with logos. These are printed in the same style using the same material as the flag counterparts. We have the Raven Knights, Black Falcons in their traditional colors, Forestmen, classic pink Crown Knight, which I'll equip to LEGO Minifigures Series 23, Knight of the Yellow Castle Crown Knight. Next, a classic blue and gold Crown Knight, a Crown Knight in black and gold, which will work amazingly with my black and gold mounted knights. We'll end with a few glam shots, and my final thoughts. The capes4minifig cloaks are really nice. They are more rigid and thicker than LEGO cloaks, but are reasonably priced. My cost per cloak wound up being $1 per cloak, though I did purchase $400 worth of cloaks. This includes shipping, exchange, and import as they ship from the UK. The end result is they look really nice equipped in units as well as individual minifigure characters. Cape Madness items are very solid too. Despite being thinner, they are less malleable than the capes4minifigures versions. They also do print amazing banners using LEGO factions. Unless they have an agreement to use the images, I'm quite certain that's copyright infringement though. For army builders, the banners are really special and add customization options for your factions. These are filling a void that LEGO has left as a result of not fully supporting the castle theme. Cloaks are not required by any stretch to complete your LEGO Castle, Fantasy, or D&D world, but they do add to it. My next purchases will most likely be for my Chaos and Undead armies, as well as for the civilians. On that note, that's all for this video. Did you purchase any cloaks for your armies or citizenry? Comment down below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.